Hey, what's up, everybody? It is the 2nd of June 2025, and I am doing a Monday stream, which is a little bit unusual, but I have a couple of reasons as to why I'm doing that, which I will get around to explaining once there are more people on the stream. But we're going to be playing some Skyrim tonight. Hope everybody is excited for that. Before I get around to talking about that, though, got a little bit of news to talk about, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Helldivers 2 players are rallying to restore the game's Steam rating after recent backlash. Apparently, players are organizing a community effort to restore the game's Steam rating from mixed back to positive. The content creator Glitch Unlimited has even launched Operation Restore Democracy, which encourages players to leave honest positive reviews. If Helldivers 2 rating is returned to positive by the end of the month, Glitch Unlimited has promised a game giveaway and a charity donation. It's kind of an underhanded way to boost a game's rating, but you know, whatever. Helldivers 2 is a good game. It has its issues, but most of those I would put the blame at the feet of Sony. Not all the news I'm gonna have to give is happy, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more about some of the happier stuff. Apparently, there's a new Dungeons and Dragons single-player action adventure game coming from the former director of Respawn Star Wars Jedi games. Stig Asmussen has finally revealed what he's getting up to at his new Giant Skull studio. Larian is out of the D&D game. That's left Wizards of the Coast scrambling a little bit to figure out how to follow it up. Today, the studio revealed at least one of its plans for a post-Baldur's Gate 3 world, a publishing deal with Giant Skull for an all-new single-player action-adventure title set in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. You may recall Giant Skull is the studio founded in 2024 by Stig Asmussen, the director of Star Wars Jedi games, who left Respawn in 2023 to pursue other adventures. Well, change is as good as a rest, I suppose, even if it's just a change of scenery. In any event, Asmussen brought in veterans of other studios, including Riot, Epic Games, and Rocksteady for his new thing, and now we've got, well, not much of a look at what's cooking, really, except that it's D&D. I mean, he only founded it last year. That's like, they only just made the announcement, so not enough time has really passed to really give people an idea of what to expect. Must have had a good, promising proof of concept if they're letting him head it up. Let's see, what's this one? May as well talk about the sad news today. Alright, so yesterday, Sunday, June 1st, tragedy happened. Jonathan Joss, the voice actor who is best known for playing the voice of John Redcorn from King of the Hill, was, well, let's not mince words. He was murdered in a San Antonio shooting. Yeah. So, apparently, according to his husband, who he married earlier this year on Valentine's Day, he and his husband visited their home to check up on their mail. Their house had caught fire. Well, no, it didn't just catch fire. Their house had been burned down, and they lost all 3 dogs. And when they went to check the mail, they apparently found one of the skulls of their dog and their harness placed out in front, which it upset them, and it drew attention. Apparently, one of the neighbors, one of the people who was in the area, 2 of them actually, went up to him and drew a gun, and he ended Jonathan Joss's life. His husband was not harmed, or I don't think he was. But they caught one of the guys who did it, the guy who pulled the trigger. He is arrested. He was charged with murder. But they're not charging him with a hate crime because, according to San Potato Police Department, there's not enough evidence to suggest that it was a hate crime. I mean, not enough evidence for them to, to pay attention to. Little enough evidence for them to ignore. Alright, let's just jump into the game. Hey Don. It's going. Come on, load those saves. Gotten home and boy, I'm ready to relax. Well, in a couple of days I'm gonna be going on my own trip, so oh boy, maybe I should have There we go. Alright, now I can actually hear it. Hope I have a
been watching over me for years now. He says he's not too sure about you yet, though.
Hope I have a fun time. Well, we're gonna see. Ah, here's the enchanting. I was wondering where I would be able to find an enchanting table. Hey, Solid. Good to see you. So yeah, a few minutes ago, probably just to myself, I was dropping some news. The saddest news is that the actor who played the voice of John Redcorn in King of the Hill was he was killed in a shooting. I mean, well, I'm just gonna say he was basically murdered. Yeah, it's so messed up. The police are saying that, you know, there's no evidence that it was a hate crime.
After we're done with what
Everybody
we need
knows
to do,
it was.
I'd say Fort Dawnguard needs a renovation. I'll definitely send a letter to the brothers proprietors back in Cyrodiil.
Still in business. But other than that, I've been hanging in there. Got some Panda Express to eat, so that's always nice. Ow. Okay, so we need to retrieve the Dawnguard rune axe, shield, and a hammer. But anyways, a couple of days from now, on Thursday, I'm going to be leaving on a trip. It's just going to be a road trip with me, my little brother, and my sister. I haven't gone into any details because I don't know whether or not they should be kept private. It's just something that I have to do with for my little brother. It's going to probably take 2 drivers, so we're going to be heading up north. I'll be taking a laptop with me, but it's not going to be powerful enough to run any games, so there's not going to be much going on. Could somebody with channel points, could somebody with any channel points use them for a specific command? Specifically the put 'em up command, if you would please. Hey, it works. Thank you, Don. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. It didn't seem like it was. But please let me know if it was.
While I don't like Riften, the Rift is truly something else. Hold on. There you are. Good
Hernir, when that idiot comes back and orders us out of his cave so he can look for those old books he was wittering on about, I give you permission to hang him upside down over a bear trap with the thinnest rope you can find. If he turns up in the company of those adventurers he threatened us with, you know what to do. Vegan.
Enough mucking about. Let's do this. Yeah!
Yeah, nothing here for me to shoot, so moving on. Ah, silver. Cool. Ah, Dwemer ruins.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Holy crap.
Give him hell.
Oh, this reeks of a Falmer trap.
Who's there?
Okay, we can take you out with this.
This is in your day. What have you got?
Well, it's not all of them. Got a Skyrim lore question? Hey, ask away. What's your question?
Who's there?
Since the Morag Tong are disbanded, would it realistically make sense for a Morag Tong assassin to find employment in bounty hunting? I would assume so, yeah. Technically, it's legal sanctioned hunting, so it's already something they're doing.
You did pretty good out there. Nice work. There you are. You just got the short end of the stick. Hold on. Did you hear something? Weapons up. I sense something.
I hate every time you get hit with their arrows or any of their weapons, you get poisoned. And because of that, I'm glad that oh shit. Yeah, it makes sense to me. Ooh, okay. Fair warning, I'm gonna try to run this stream as long as I can, but it might be a short stream. I didn't get enough sleep last night, so... Hey, Magnus Cat.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already.
Hey, Magnus Cat, I was, Oh, hold on. Gotta stretch. Nobody told me to, but I got it. Okay, Magnus, Cat, I I wanted to let you know that, yeah, you actually did subscribe to me, but not over Twitch. That was where the confusion came up. The alert was referring to you, but it was referring to the fact that you had followed me on Twitch and you quote unquote subscribed on my YouTube, which I am multi-streaming on. So that's why it showed up. So don't worry, you didn't pay like any money or anything like that. That's just, that was the explanation for what happened a couple nights ago, or last night. I can't even remember. By the way, thank you for that follow. Because of that and one more, I was able to get to 500 followers. Finally. I've been bouncing between like 490 and 498 for like the longest time, and finally, got the last two I needed for 500 followers.
Weapons. There they are. You're dead. God damn it. Got more than 10 contacts ahead. Not very impressive. So in the process of, well, I mean, I got a lot of stuff done today. So even with the sad news of Jonathan Joss, I still got plenty of stuff done today. I got to work on customizing my stream a little bit more, since I hadn't done it in like a while. There we go. Weapons up.
I thought it'd be somewhere up there. It's not, though. Okay, let's find another way up.
I know you're somewhere. Weapons up.
Gotcha. I see where you're at.
Oh, you're dead. Tough day for you. Done and done. Weapons up. I sense something.
There's somewhere up ahead.
You won't do that with someone like you. Time to end this.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate Char's Reapers. Is multi-streamer the correct term? Yeah, it is. I only recently started getting into multi-streaming, like around about the beginning of May. Maybe the beginning of April. But it came with its own set of difficulties, which I've slowly been getting over. Oh boy. All right. Stay focused. Use this teriyaki chicken to fuel my mind.
Weapons up. I sense something. Ah, close quarters it is.
Damn it.
Yeah!
Okay, I'll take it. Oh, come on.
can't tell where they are. I'm just gonna have to shoot blindly and hope I hit something. Nothing. Considering you're a writer, what genre or types of stories have you done so far? I've done genres that I'm not really at liberty to speak of on Twitch because they are they do cover mature topics. They cover adult topics. See, when you write, as part of your living, you take whatever work you can get. I'm comfortable writing that kind of stuff. That's fine. Some people actually have interesting ideas on that front, and hey, if nothing else, it gets me, attention. But I have been commissioned to write actual pieces of science fiction. Some people just want me to do like their personas or OCs or personas involving Star Wars. Those have been clean pieces that I've enjoyed doing. One wanted me to do a very unique kind of fiction within a fiction snuff piece. I'm not sure how else to describe it other than technically snuff, but it happens within a game within the story, so it's weird. Well, I wouldn't say weird. It was interesting. I've had to do a couple pieces of drama. A lot of people like to have it private, and I've had to ghostwrite a couple of them as well, which gets me a little extra money because if I'm not going to get credit for it, then I would like to get at least paid for it. Why do I have sharp cooldown? Oh, 'cause I'm thirsty, that's why. Oh boy. I see you. Camo Hellhound? Yeah, I know Camo Hellhound. We both go to a couple of the same Discords, so that's how I knew that Camo streamed, and yeah, that's how they found out I streamed. Oh, son of a bitch. I fell in a basket and somehow that made me fall through the world. It was really weird.
Weapons up. I sense something.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, it gives me an extra reason to check it out.
That's enough out of you. Weapons up. I sense something. Not very impressive. Hold on. Did you hear something?
I'm probably gonna die here. Maybe not.
Do you honestly think you
Ah, fuck off, bug. There we go. Seems to be no way to unlock this chest. No matter how you push or prod, it does not open. There we go. A petty soul gem.
Nice job. Anything good?
It's not nothing. It's pretty good.
your guard up. The Falmer may be blind, but that doesn't make them any less deadly.
Ah, okay. Oh, jeez, I'm a mess. Your persona looks hot, by the way, both the game and Ping Tumor. Oh, I'm glad that you like it. Honestly, it's about as generic as they come. I mean, the Ping Tumor, at least. It's just my persona, you know. Most people will choose something exotic, like, you know, go for the dragon or griffin or something. The lowest common denominator, the fox, quote unquote. Me, I just wanted to go with a wolf. I love wolves. I mean, anytime anybody asks, you know, why I'm into wolves, I got the same answer, you know. You don't come out of a close encounter with interacting with wolves and not be affected by it, and that's how it was with me. I got to go to a wolf recovery sanctuary, and one of the things that they allowed you to do was they allowed you to go into a pen with their more calmer, more curious, and more friendly wolf rescues. And you actually got to interact with them. You know, you could, yes, actually, you know, pet them, but I mean, there were like guidelines. They had to overwatch everything, you know. So.
Close quarters it is then. Yeah. Not very impressive.
I mean, wolves embody a lot of qualities that I like. Loyalty, you know, friendliness. What? What? He pointed back up there for some reason. Ugh, diary. Yeah, so I mean, they embody loyalty, you know, bonding connections, you know, with friends and family. Family's a big thing. Tenacity, teamwork. What do we got here? The dream of Red Mountain erupting, people running as flaming rocks the size of cantons fell from the sky. I can still see my brother's outstretched arm as he tried to reach the silt strider, walked right out into the boiling waters. Not just Vardenfell, all of Morrowind hit by rocks, no work, no food will grow under the ashes, going to try for Skyrim. See, that's the thing. My aim with this character was just to not stand out. Not because I don't like, making friends or that I don't like attention. A little bit of attention's awesome, but I don't want too much attention. I don't want to think like I'm like horribly special. I'm not gonna go for the same level of detail that some
Sometimes I
people go for with a lot of their personas. Like, yeah, they gotta have the ponytail, they wear an eye patch, or they have two differently colored, eyes, heterochromia, basically. And they're like a fox shark morph with like blonde highlights in their black or silver hair, and you know it's like a stud with a 12-inch rod, and uh, he has to wear special pants because his junk can't fit inside it, and he's a motorcyclist and a video gamer streamer. He likes all the boys and wants all the girls, and it's like, no, I just want to be me. And
feel bad
I am not that
for
interesting.
Miss Palmer.
So, what's inside?
Ooh, check it out. Oh my gosh, this is probably like almost a full set of the 36 lessons of Vivek. Oh, what a terrible way to go. So yeah, for the most part, when I, made the persona, it was just about, you know, trying to be who I actually am. So, like, who am I really? I'm not actually going to give you my name or anything, or where I live, or, any of the pertinent details that would allow people to dox me. I'm not going to do that. But I will say that I've played video games since I was like 2 or 3 years old. My first game and console were the Nintendo Entertainment System and the dual Mario Duck Hunt cartridge. The way my mother tells it, it was supposed to be for my dad, but he didn't touch it and I did. Other things about me: I like writing, I like wolves, I like open world games and exploring. I like romance, but I also like drama within romance. Uh, what else? I like fantasy and science fiction. As far as music, I like Tenacious D, Aerosmith. A little bit of Smashing Pumpkins is also good. But if you were to ask me who my favorite artist is, my favorite music artist would be John Williams, the composer. I love Star Wars, I love Alien, Predator, Species. But yeah, Alien, Predator, Star Wars, Star Fox. I mean, Star Fox was probably one of the Star Fox and Star Wars kind of went hand in hand, and kind of made me who I was, in terms of development. I love lightsaber choreography videos. I love combat choreography in movies, especially those from Jackie Chan. Not so much Jet Li. Donnie Yen, though. Donnie Yen's friggin' awesome. I also like watching fighting games, even though I could never actually play them. I mean, I can play them and understand them to a decent degree, but you're not going to catch me at any sort of FGC tournament. Destruction increased to 54. Got Ice Shiv. real Baron Zaya. Hope of the Redoran. Do you plan to actually read the books in the game? I have read the books in the game before. But the 36 sermons of Vivek, I don't know. That's kind of specialized reading that I'm not sure other people are going to be interested in. One thing that I did, that I have mentioned before, that I want to try doing is I want to learn video editing so that I can act out scenes from certain books, then pair them up with the actual reading, so that you basically have a visual, a visual example of the story being told. Ooh, glass claws. Like, for example, doing Hallgerd's Tale, I would just need the mods necessary to actually act out every part of the story, and then just read it out, and then just Lusty Argonian. I mean, maybe I could do a Patreon of that. It's not gonna be uploaded onto YouTube or Twitch. That's for damn sure. Oh, gold necklace. Ah, come on. Since we can only see half your persona, I assume he's hiding a fat ass. Hey! I resent that. It's a white ass. It's not so much that, it is actually, I've actually gotten to a point where I have lost weight over the last year. A good 20 or 30 pounds. Oh shit!
Hold on.
Get attacked! Shit! Oh, that's just not fair. Nah, you're fine. Sorry. Concentrating a little bit on these Falmer. God damn it. Seriously, Serana? She detonated his ice shell before I could get to him. Have I played turn-based RPGs like Baldur's Gate? I at one point got through most of Baldur's Gate 1 and part of Baldur's Gate 2. It's been years since I've actually played them, but last year I did do a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 as a group, although that was kind of a mistake. I should have played through Baldur's Gate 3 by myself. I do plan to return to playing Baldur's Gate 3, especially since I've learned that the Tabaxi mod still works with the newest update. At least I believe it does. Shit. Imperial Bow of Infection, Battle Axe, and 150 Septims. Nice. Nice. Hold on. I need to check this button out. I wanna press it and see if it works. Yes? No? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, I guess that didn't work. I'll have to fix it up another time.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
But yeah, I actually do like Baldur's Gate. I actually like turn-based games for the most part.
Update for you.
Alright, he's dead. Have I tried games like Diablo or Grim Dawn? Grim Dawn, no. Diablo, I have tried before, but it's just not my kind of game. Games like that, and like Torchlight, for example, I just can't get into. They don't feel stimulating enough to me. I feel like all I'm really doing is just pointing and clicking. Wow, Daedric Crescent.
I'm not someone who would try to.
It's not that I find those games bad. No, far from it. You know, they have some great music. You know, they are visually very entertaining. They're just not really for me.
What? Where did they come from?
This isn't your day.
Not very impressive.
Yep.
Hey, let's go
Oh, Japanese RPGs, I love those. Dragon Quest is a series I do want to get into. Here, once I'm out of combat, I kind of want to discuss this in depth. Chrono Trigger is like one of my favorite games
Miss
ever.
something?
Okay, things are calmed down a little bit. So let me go ahead and. Okay, so here's my perspective when it comes to games like Diablo, Torchlight. You know, those point-and-click type RPGs. I feel like they're a bit more concerned with stats over skill. It's also one of the reasons why I couldn't really get into WoW. Apart from the fact that I couldn't really, pick up I couldn't be part of a group that was consistently on it that I could consistently play with. It's just they're those type of games that are that have a bit more emphasis on stats over skill, and I'm not entirely a fan of my progress being tied to equipment and grinding. I don't like having to grind out, just for the sake of getting better gear and leveling up, and that being the only standard by which I'm able to climb up higher and higher. It's distinctly different from, say, an Asmongold kind of like mentality where it's about the stats. It's kind of why I play games like, instead of World of Warcraft, I play Guild Wars 2, because Guild Wars 2 does have some emphasis on stats, but because it's a bit more action oriented as an MMORPG, your skills come into play a lot more, like being able to perform your rotations, and then having to mix in positioning, and then dodging, timing, being able to do build crafting and successfully executing them, especially in harder content like fractals. That appeals a bit more to me, because it's not just about me. It's not just about me getting more and more in stats. It's also about learning to play the game and meshing with the mechanics. It's why I love, like, for example, Elden Ring or Sekiro. Those games can get frustrating, but because I'm practicing and actually getting better at the game, it feels good. It doesn't feel like my progress is being hampered or is completely dependent on, do I have the strongest weapon or do I have the strongest armor? Am I min-maxing to the extent that I can one-shot everything or make everything trivial? I don't like doing that. So but when it comes to JRPGs though, it's a little different. Assume games like Borderlands don't attract you for being too stats based. It's a looter shooter. I'm not going to diss anybody who likes looter shooters. They're not for me. And Borderlands is one of those games where it's just like, I get the appeal for other people. It's just, for other folks that that like that, it's good. But even though it's not just mindless shooting, a lot of it has too much emphasis on the drops that you get, finding that favorite gun and then spraying and praying and hoping you get through it. Not to say that there isn't any appeal in like the dialogue and the humor and stuff like that, but again, it's like I just I want a little bit more to my game. I want something to challenge me, And like I was saying, Elden Ring and Sekiro, those are difficult games, but the fact that I get better, Elden Ring does have like stats, and those stats can actually make the game trivial, but when I'm just playing it normally and I have to rely on my own wits, my ability to dodge and, anticipate the pattern and, come out of that, with some life at the end of a boss fight, it feels good, But what I was saying about JRPGs, like in particular Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger, I actually did manage to complete Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 7. Those are the only two that I've actually played to completion. Not the only ones that I played, but the ones that I played to like completion out of the mainline Final Fantasies. And I like those games because even though stats and grinding are a part of the game, a lot of it is also dependent on enemy knowledge, and kind of like there's a puzzle element to fighting those enemies as well, especially when it comes to like Chrono Trigger, for example. I love Chrono Trigger's positioning system and their combination special attacks. I think it was a good system, and it's part of the reason why I love Guild Wars 2, because they implemented a system that's very similar to that, where you put down a combo field, and then you have a combo finisher that activates that field and does extra damage or has extra effects. I love that, you know. Chrono Trigger is kind of like to me, a puzzle type game, because you have to figure out the mechanics, and the better you get at it, the more successful you are at it, you know. And as a writer, those games are also fun to me because they have great narratives, you know. I mean, Chrono Trigger, you know, is like a really weird but really enjoyable Japanese time travel fantasy science fiction. It's awesome. And Final Fantasy is like a combination of maybe not steampunk, but I mean, you look at the aesthetic, and you know, the fact that you're playing a game where there are guns and swords being you know, just as effective, if not more so. I mean, yeah, part of the appeal is that you actually play as a swordsman who at one point rides a motorcycle to, you know, to fight his enemies, you know. And it's got a great story about, you know, identity, and you know, politics, and environmentalism as well. I love it. It depends on which if Final Fantasy VII, I guess, could be diesel punk. Yeah, I think you're right. There's a heavy emphasis on machinery and motorcycles in particular. But yeah, I've played JRPGs. Chrono Trigger, I've done, you know, front to back. So that's a fun one. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with that. It's a classic. It's a classic for a reason. All right, now where is this lore master? Oh, I could be over here. Yes, I believe this is the way. Oh, geez, you guys were waiting for me. Oh boy. Ah, Serana, don't get my line of fire!
These are some keep your guard.
Oh, great.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Yeah, and it's currently shooting me. Ow!
I know you're here somewhere.
I see where you're at.
Oh, you're dead. This won't end well for you. That's enough out of you. Nice getup. At least you won't be dragging behind.
Okay. I would love to give 216. I would love to be able to play Final Fantasy 16. It's got a puppy in it. I'm all about that. Any game that gives you a wolf companion is a good game in my opinion. That's why Tears of the Kingdom, while still a good game, is the lesser of between it and Breath of the Wild, because it didn't give you a doggo. Didn't give you a doggo when it really should have. Silent Cycle kept telling me, hey, you would love this game if you played it, because doggo. But I had so many things that I had to play at the time, so I just never got around to, you know, budgeting up for it.
So, what's on your mind?
And we got some iron ore too. Wait, that's a quest item? Huh. Okay, hold on to it then. What about RPG hybrids such as Deus Ex or Metroidvanias? Castlevanias are... Okay, Metroidvanias, it depends on what the Metroidvania is. I've been wanting to play Dust and Elysian Tale, because it is kind of, you know, furry-centric. But, as far as Vanias go, it really does depend on which one it is. And again, it comes down to, is it going to rely on my skill or my stats? And there are some Castlevania games that will rely on your skill. But yeah, for the most part, I'm okay with Metroidvania type games. I did play Metroid Dread. I have played through most of the Metroid series, except for Return of Samus. That's just a hard game to find and play. One, two, three, four. I'm missing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Missing 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 are missing. 18, 19 is missing. 20, 21 is missing. 22, 23, 24, 25 is missing. 26, 27, 28. Missing 29. 30, 31. Okay. There we go. Gosh, what was I gonna say? I also did play Bloodstained: Curse of the Moon, and I did enjoy that. I was able to beat it, but not 100% complete it.
Another cave. I've spent enough time underground myself. But if you want to go in, I'm right behind you.
That is the sound of an Anki troll. Immersive simulation, immersive sims. I guess I would need a, I guess I would need an example of, in terms of a game that I've played. I'm guessing Cyberpunk 2077 wouldn't count as that. Oh boy. Here we go. Yeah, getting pinged on Discord because of course. Alright, let's go to the Hall of Attainment.
I'm working on some very important research, I
Hearing
assure
Silent Psycho talk about hearing Silent Psycho talk about the D&D Shadows of Despair games. That's just reminding me I'm not a part
Even
of that.
with the colleges late, pleasure doing business with you.
Alright,
Till
now
next time.
we give this amulet to Onmund.
Still no word from your family?
No, and I'm not expecting any.
Really? That must be so nice. I came all the way to Skyrim just to get away from my family's expectations.
My family didn't really approve of me coming here at all.
Oh, well that's awkward. Sorry to have brought it up.
No one's heard from the Physic Order in so many years. Hard to believe one would just suddenly show up here.
Physic order. Should be Psijic order. Here's your amulet.
I didn't think you'd really give it back. Thank you, friend. It's good to know I can count on you.
Oh, Dishonored for sure. Love that game.
I'd better get going.
Yeah, I'm tracking now. I know which kinds you're talking about, and I've played a couple of them, BioShock in particular. Prey 2017. Never got to play that. I only played Prey 2011. 2006, which has nothing to do with Prey 2017. Let's see. Be happy few. Oh, I remember hearing about that one. Dragfield Retrofuturistic City in an alternative of 1960s England.
You have time to practice?
Maybe later. I'm sort of busy now.
Sorry, I'm having to look
I
this
love
up on
your
my laptop,
style.
so it's I have to focus my attention back and forth. But yeah, Dishonored I have played through to completion. System Shock I've seen gameplay of. It looks awesome. BioShock I've
What is
also
it
played
now,
through.
you
BioShock
silly
2 as
toddler?
well. Vampire the Masquerade I hear a lot of good things about. Alright, well I have Septimus's blood.
Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown, then rise to your depths.
I've brought all the blood that you require.
I can almost hear them. I feel their life energy. Come, I will make the mixture.
Adventure, open world, action, survival. Here he goes.
I'm glad we're together.
What is this? It's just a book. I can see. The world beyond burns in my mind. It's marvelous.
He's fine. Just had a little too much excitement, that's all. Okay, well, oh. Could you, like, manifest as something a little less repulsive?
Come, my champion.
I'm not your champion, Hermaeus Mora.
Who do you think brought Septimus here? Who do you think protected you on your journey to open the box and on this world.
Oh,
Your
please.
free will is an illusion. Whether you acknowledge me or not is your own business, but I will be in your mind. Now, you have my Agma Infinium. It contains the knowledge of the ages as revealed to Sarces, my loyal servant. For hundreds of years, it's been shut away from the world. Septimus was a useful tool for unleashing it. Now, it is in your hands. Let us work wonders together.
I guess, then, basically games where you have multiple ways to approach any objective can
I've
interact with
noticed
the
that
world
your
in great depth.
destruction magic is very
Great depth. Heck, the signature feature of immersive sim is you can press every single button in a vending machine. Well, when you put it like that, when it's described that way, I think Cyberpunk 2077 does qualify. I mean, that is something that you can do. You can press pretty much every single button on the vending machines you find in Cyberpunk 2077, and they will each give you different flavors of food or drink.
So, what do you want to talk about? You know, I still can't get over it. My mother, just locking me up like some dangerous thing. Sure as bones, I was her daughter. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just can't help thinking about it. Let's keep moving. I'll be fine.
Poor girl. I mean, one of the things I do like about Cyberpunk 2077 is the fact that you have multiple ways of completing objectives for almost every quest. Heading off, falling asleep, have a good night to bed. Okay, Don, you have yourself a good night, dude. Thanks for dropping by. I don't think Fallout would count, but Fallout is a game that I do enjoy, the series. Not just the more recent entries, but also the top-down originals of 1 and 2.
I've spent enough time underground myself, but if you want to go in, I'm right behind you.
Have I watched the Fallout TV show? I love that TV show. I thought it was pretty true to most
I'm
of
okay with the dark,
the
but
source
I've
material.
spent more than my share of time in caves already.
I don't have too many nitpicks, about it. Although I am curious as to how they're going to resolve the, oh.
Weapon. Not knocking about.
I am curious as how they're going to resolve the New Vegas ending angle. Whether they're going to make one particular ending canon, which I think I recall them saying that it's going to be open-ended, so any one of them could be canon. It's just the aftermath that really matters. I know a lot of people were kind of upset about that. Kind of upset about, apparently an ending being chosen for Fallout 4, that being the Brotherhood victory, which I don't think that's what it means. We'll just have to wait and see what comes up in the next season.
Is it me, or is there a distinct wolfish scent around here? Hold on. Did you hear something?
Gotta get out of there. Alright, I think we're good.
Who's there? There they are.
Put an end to this one here. Whew. All right, cave's clear. Huh. This is not what you would typically see from the Falmer. Elemental animation.
You have my back.
Hold on. Did you hear anything?
I've got you. Die!
Okay. Well, this is obviously a door. Where's the, there it is.
Careful here. Don't want you stepping on any traps. These Falmer, they aren't the most welcoming, really.
I think my favorite character in that show was the Ghoul. Like the dude who played him, he killed that role. He did such a stellar job. Alright, last one is to pick up the shield, I think. It's the only one that's left. Got the axe, got the hammer, now I'm getting the shield.
Ah, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly. All right.
You just got the short end of the stick.
Who's there?
And here it is. Dawnguard Rune Shield. Bashing scorches undead for 10 points of damage, and Sustained Blocking creates a minor sun shield, doing 15 points of sun damage while draining the wielder's stamina. Not a bad shield if you have high stamina, but that is categorically not my character. Compared to his other stats, he's kind of low on stamina.
Nice getup. At least you won't be dragging What is it now, you sweet talker?
Okay, I should be able to turn in.
Cozy little place, isn't it? Speak with Florentius. He has something for you.
I mean, he did, and I went out and did it, and I went out and did stuff for you too, but you guys won't talk to me. Well, at least I know where to find him.
Me for years now. He said, I once killed 30 vampires with my bare hands, you know. Ask RK, he'll tell you. We'll speak again soon. Don't you worry about me. I've been through... Oh, I've read a few things. The story they'd like you to believe, only I hear that's not quite. Heard they'd go on midnight RK tells me the Sunfire spell can break open those caches. But I've never found one. I think he might be lying to me. Farewell.
What if I...
It is my sworn... Oh, I've read a few things. Heard a few more things. RK has told me. RK be with you, my friend.
Oh, well there he is.
A noble cause. RK likes the idea very much, so I'm happy to help.
I retrieved the rune, hammer, shield, and axe.
Well done. I said you'd return victorious. RK wasn't so sure. Wield them bravely. We'll speak again soon.
Okay, I should be able to turn in the other quests now. I mean, I damn well better.
Hope you're getting along with Isran. It takes some getting used to.
I've had these for over a week. Please take them.
You never disappoint. Is it really? It is. I was hoping we'd find this. It's a diagram for a Dwemer crossbow. Much more sophisticated and powerful than the ones we use. Here, let me show you how it's made.
Assuming you have the smithing skills, you should be able to make this yourself at Gunmar's Forge. Either way, I'll have some for sale soon. See you.
Cozy little place, isn't it? Excellent. That's one less beast and nest of broodlings we needn't worry about any longer. Working metal isn't easy. Let me show you a few things.
I love your style. Looking good today.
Okay. I can't break open the seal on the tome yet. I'm gonna need destruction or conjuration at level 70, and that's not gonna happen for a while.
Hope you're getting along. Speak with Gunmar. He has something for you.
This is fine for now. I've discovered the whereabouts of a vampire lair.
Oh yeah?
Destroying the head vampire is usually sufficient to scatter its minions, though it's best to destroy every last one of them. Good luck.
Oh man, what am I doing? I actually need to... You can't see it behind the bottom overlay bar, but my hunger, thirst, and sleep need to be dealt with. Okay, I need a well so I can refill my water. Whew. I can start at Gallows Rock and then just head east to Mara's Eye Pond.
gameplay.
Oh, better take these steel arrows too. Okay, that's Mara's Eye Pond right over there.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
This place makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's not stick around here for too long.
If Twitch wasn't restrictive with lewd content, how crazy would I go with the modding? Honestly, I don't think I would go too deep with like the, you know, the really lurid mods. Not to say that I haven't downloaded and used them before. I mean, I have, because, you know, I'm a guy, I don't need to justify that, you know. The thing is that I find them to be excessive. Like they do a bit too much. Like there seems to be a general desire to basically make every female in the game Hitomi J-Cup. And that's just, I'm not saying, you know, Hitomi Tanaka isn't hot. She obviously is, but that's not what I'm looking for in a game. And honestly, I want this, you know, stream to be approachable for anybody who's into gaming. So those mods would be off the table. I would leave mods of more adult nature for private use.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in a place like this. You'd be wrong.
Okay, that should please Gunmar. And back to Fort Dawnguard. Did I really almost say Dungard?
Your flair for destruction magic is kind of electrifying.
Cozy little place. Very good. Though I suspect there's more wherever he came from. We cannot afford to relax. Speak with Florentius. He has something for you.
Florentius again? Wait, come back.
Arkay's been watching over me. Arkay has some grave news, friend. Your friend, kidnapped. A vicious Night Stalker rules over a group of bandits. Seeks to gain leverage over the righteous. Arkay is so hard to understand when it comes to life and death. Is he still alive? There's always hope.
Sautry? Okay, yeah, we gotta help Sautry.
After we're done with what we need to do, I'd say Fort Dawnguard.
Have I tried platformers?
I'll definitely.
I mean, yeah, I've played platformers before. Mega Man 1 through 6. Actually 1 through 8. Now that I think, wait, 8 or 7. I think 1 through 7 is what I've gone through. Mega Man X 1 through 4. Wait, 1 through 5. What else? I guess. I mean, Mario. That's a big one. Probably the biggest platformer there. I mean, a game's a game, and I'll, you know, if it's fun, I'll have fun with it. All right, friend Sautry, we're coming after you. Point and click adventure games. One of my favorite games was
Nice
The
At least you
Dig.
won't be dragging behind.
Which was based off of an idea from Steven Spielberg. My favorite point and click adventure games, though, were actually the Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. Highly recommend it if you have not played it.
This must be it. Let's find your friend and get out of here.
Yeah, somebody's there.
Who's there?
Wait, what the hell? I did try playing through all of Monkey Island and Full Throttle. Uh-oh. but I never got too terribly far in them. All right, I'll stretch out. It's important for me to get the blood flowing. Give me just 1 sec so I can do it properly. Oh boy, I need to actually get out of this chair and do that, so 1 second. Ah, much better. Okay. Did I stretch so hard I died? No,
Let's
just...
find your friend and get out of here.
In particular, I do need to stretch out my legs. Years ago, I got in a car accident, and it ended up breaking both of my legs. And a side effect of that having happened is that I get a lot of, like, tension in my legs that I need to stretch out. Hey, Fusion Sean, good to see you.
Nice getup. At least you won't be dragging behind.
What was that?
Weapons up. I sense something.
God damn it.
Thanks for
It's that
wasting my time.
it's that archer with the fire arrows. That's the bitch that's doing it.
Nice getup. At least you won't be dragging behind.
Close quarters with it then.
Man, that's an unlucky streak.
No. Get up. At least you won't be dragging behind.
No need a potion for that hit.
You hear me? Dead.
Never mind.
Is it me, or is there a distinct wolfish scent around here? Hold on. Did you hear something?
I'm getting hit with a everlasting fire enchantment.
Another day, another victory.
Your flair for destruction magic is kind of electrifying. What is that? I sense it.
Great. Now there you are. Kill you.
Hear me? Dead. Can't die.
I need to avoid the mage with the mace.
Pedro, what a day. That stench.
God damn.
Your flair for destruction magic is kind of...
Oh, killed him instantly.
Another day, another victory.
I keep getting one shot by this asshole with the dual maces.
Back with more flattery, I see.
Hmm.
Hold on. Did you hear something?
Damn it. Now, sometimes, you know, I get distracted and, you know, I forget that chat is there sometimes.
That's how a true Nord fights.
When I'm especially focused.
Is it me, or is there a distinct wolfish scent around here?
Jeez, dude.
Get away with that.
Vicious.
Back with more flattery, I see.
Also, got to bear in mind that I do have to eat, so sometimes that's what the silence is about. I try not to, but you know.
Weapons up.
That's how a true Nord fights.
So, you fancy yourself a swordsman now, do you?
Iron Flesh is still turned off. No wonder I was taking so much damage. Okay.
Did you hear?
Quick.
Another day, another victory.
Jeez, even Iron Flesh wasn't enough.
So, you fancy yourself a swordsman now, do you?
You know what? I imagine the rage you're dealing with is getting pretty intense. Nah, not so much. This is just a puzzle for me to figure out. You only can figure out puzzles when you're, you think about it. You can only really think about it.
Hold on. Did you hear
You can only really think about it if you're calm.
See them coming. Never. Let's do this. Let's see how you like this.
This should be okay as long as Sadri doesn't actually see me, which she hasn't. Okay, we have 2 perks to increase. Hello, Sodri.
You came for me. How did you know? I thought I was going to die in here. Thank you. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Okay, I guess he can make his own way back to Windhelm. Good to know. But anyways, I'm pretty chill about the games that I play.
Or is there a distinct wolfish scent around here?
I don't let them get to me if I can help it. The only time I ever really do get worked up is if it happens to be a competitive game. And Florentis is probably upstairs again. Well, yes, but he is coming down now, so I can turn this in. Oh, shit.
Arcay's been watching over me for... I know. Arcay told me of your success. We'll speak again soon.
Okay, I'll have to talk to Dexian, but...
I never really understood why some people would prefer to pad themselves with more metal. Yes, their figure is more sturdy, but now they're much easier to hit.
Dexian, have you thought of another way to read the Elder Scroll?
I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
So don't worry about that. Just tell me what it is.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Explain how this ritual works.
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract Ancestor Moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
Carefully gather the bark. How?
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Do I need to read the scrolls in any particular order?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
So, how are the moths related to Elder Scrolls?
Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Wow, moths barely make a sound, let alone speak.
Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the Moth Priests to decipher them. If you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls.
Hey, Axeman, good to see you. So how does that help the Moth Priest?
By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
So how do I even stand a chance?
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
So what went wrong with your reading?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
Is it normal for moth priests to go blind?
Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years, but in my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly. Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
Serena and I have been spending these last few days hunting down the vampire relics. We gathered the last two and cast all of them into the fire of Stendar's beacon. Hey Sniper, good to see you. Hope you guys are doing well today. Gather the last two and cast all of them into the fire of Stendar's beacon. Their magic will not be used against innocent people again. At the same time, we pursued several Dawn Guard relics, powerful weapons that should aid us in hunting vampires. Warhammer, an axe, and an enchanted shield. Acquiring these weapons has already bolstered the morale of our ranks. Yet we were still without a means of reading the Elder Scroll. That changed this morning when Dexian reluctantly mentioned that there might be another way to decipher their contents. This apprehension stems from the fact that it could very well render me blind, but we may not have a choice. We're to go to a ancient glade in Falkreath. Shrine dedicated to ancestor moths. Creature that still harbours a connection to primal magic needed to read the scrolls. By performing a ritual to attract them, I may be able to use their conduit to that magic to form a reading. Dexian is optimistic about my chances. He reasons that the fact that we've come to acquire the Elder Scrolls suggests that I was meant to read them. Scrolls, he claims, have minds of their, and I would not be able to lay hands upon them if they did not wish for it. I think that's about the best we're going to get. We're heading to Falkreath. All right. I really need to find a better good-looking mod for like a spell sword type character. I mean, this attire is pleasantly scruffy, but I think you guys might have gotten tired of seeing it.
I'm glad we're together.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Barkeep, I'd like a drink.
Of course.
Thanks.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Of course. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
Okay, get rest, and then we can start the trip up to the Ancestor Glade. Oh, Dengir.
You're not as dumb as you look.
Gee. Thanks, Dengir. Vigar's dead.
My family thanks you. Take this as a token of our gratitude.
I really do.
Mind what you say. The Empire has ears all over this town.
What is it now, you sweet talker?
I appreciate that. You play the way you like it. I appreciate that, but, you know, if anybody has suggestions for armor mods that I might adopt, be sure to let me know and I will look into downloading it.
I've noticed that your destruction magic is very powerful. I must say, impressive. Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexian and I are going to have some words when we get back.
There she is.
Wow.
Even for base game,
Look at
Skyrim
this
is a pretty good looking
No
place.
one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful.
Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna need to use the bathroom. You know what? Actually, there's like a song coming up in just a bit. It'll probably give me the time to take a brief bathroom break while you guys listen to it, but
You ever think about what's next? I've always fancied visiting the Somerset Isles.
hold on. I need a. That's right. A vampire attack is going to happen soon, so I should probably take the opportunity to wash and rinse. Hey, lady, give me privacy.
This must be the place.
Give me privacy. I want you to see me in my bruise. That fish just decided he had to leave. His planet needed him. Okay, so if you want to progress the romance, you have to like say something. You have to say something romantic to her. So this is like the point where you
Yes?
say it.
It's not like anything else in Skyrim, I can tell you that much. From now or before. There's probably groves like this all over Tamriel. Most people just don't even know what to look for.
Yeah, you say something smarmy. Smarmy? No, sappy, like this grove truly looks as beautiful as you are.
I may be out of the loop on the whole romance thing, but that pickup line is just bad.
It's pretty mid,
Abysmally
yeah. I would never. I'm not some milk drinker.
Good, I'm glad that's sorted. Kind of got worried for you a bit there. Anyway, I'm glad you're here with me. It really is picturesque, and I couldn't have gone this far without you.
That feeling is mutual.
You know, this is going to sound odd. I mean, with everything that's going on.
It's going to be very odd.
The prophecy, the scrolls, the certain death looming over us all the time. But this place is so beautiful. It's kind of like I used to imagine, you know.
Right.
Make love to the one person in my life in the most beautiful grove in all of Tamriel.
What?
My, maiden dreams. They're just some silly fantasies I had back when well, what I got was the exact opposite of everything I had imagined. I guess it's ironic, now that, thanks to my father, I'm here with you. Do you think I'm beautiful?
You can tell Serana's having an emotional breakdown.
Do you want me? Why don't we make Debella blush? Right here, right now, like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, lady. Are you alright?
Oh, I'm really sorry. You're not really interested in me, are you? I don't know what came over me.
I mean, okay, so yeah, you are beautiful and alluring, everything that you said, yes. But you're not yourself right now either.
What do you mean?
You are attractive, and I like you a lot, but...
But then why...
I get it. You're desperate. You think the next second I'm going to die. I mean, I reloaded like, what, 10, 12 times in that last cave? You saw it happen. So, yeah, I get it. You think that next time this game's going to crash and that'll be it. I'll probably drop the game and never see you again. That's okay. Just be sure that it's what you really want.
I don't know what to...
Okay, I get it. We're in danger. All of Tamriel is. It may feel like it's now or never, but I'm not going anywhere. And once this is all over, we'll come back and download OSTEM or something like that, and you can have your scene, but I want it to be your free choice, or rather, I select it from the dialogue menu.
And we'll make Debella jealous, right?
Just not on Twitch.
If you won't mind, I'd like us to
Alright, I gotta use the bathroom. I will be right back. Enjoy the song, you guys. Oh, got back just as it finished. Good. Okay, I was holding that in for a while. I figured that was the best point for me to go ahead and get the thing done. So yeah, that's just like a song that plays during the.
Well, we got the knife. Now all we need to do is track down one of those canticle trees.
I don't think this tree would be here unless it was what we were looking for. There's got to be a mod for this. That just looks. What is this? Morrowind. What is this? Old school Xbox?
Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would.
360. This is the kind of shit I would expect out of the Nintendo 64.
Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. And unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer.
Glimmer? Like a sparkling vampire? Those are the worst variant of vampire, you know. Serana, if I turn into a vampire that glitters too much and a Mary Sue falls in love with me, I want you to do me in. Right to the heart. Don't hesitate. Just end it right there.
Another day in Skyrim. I'm still trying to decide which is more unpredictable, the weather or the inhabitants.
If you did decide to indulge in her wanting to get physically intimate with you, it would have just faded to black. You don't get like any particular scene unless you have mods for it that, you know, work alongside it, but nah. This is a clean game. Well, sure is taking her sweet time getting back down here. Well, what's going on here? Oh, there she is. Okay.
So, what's on your mind? Remember, magic's a powerful tool. Use it wisely.
Okay. Okay, make sure she's standing right in front of me, and start with the blood scroll. I see it now.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
That felt strange.
I could see it in your eyes. You looked 1,000 leagues away.
What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
Yeah, a place called Darkfall Cave. It's in the Reach, somewhere to the northeast of Markarth.
Then it's almost over. We can finally put an end to this ridiculous prophecy. Where is this Darkfall Cave?
Scrolls gave me its exact location.
Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down. Lead on.
Right. About that. Huh, interesting. Caster and living or undead allies deal 63% more attack damage. Release for a 31 fire and sun damage burst. Combined or separate? Okay, she's back up.
I think so. I tweaked my shoulder a bit in that last one, but I'll be fine.
Gotta go to that lung specialist in the morning at the hospital. Hey, I hope everything turns out alright, Solid. You take care of yourself. Do what you can, to recover quickly. But safely. Uh-oh. Crap. You know what? I should probably take that as a sign. It's 9 o'clock anyway, so I should probably go ahead and call it a stream right here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching tonight's stream of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, getting through the Dawn Guard. material. I'll get this stuff done off stream. Okay, I will throw you guys into a raid. But before I do, I want to remind you guys of what's going on. Wednesday, I will not be able to do a stream, so I will probably try to do a stream tomorrow night, starting right about 6 and going on till probably about 9 or 10. We will have to see. But the reason I will not be able to do it on Wednesday is because in the evening or very, very early morning, I am going to have to help take my little brother up north. Kiva, my younger sister, is also coming with me, and we're basically going to make a road trip out of it. But it's something to help him with health issues. Nothing like extreme or dire, but we figure we got to get it done, so may as well kind of make it like a sibling road trip of sorts. So I'm going to be gone for about 2 or 3 days. So for the rest of the week, I will probably not be able to stream. I will try to keep in touch with you guys through Discord, over phone, and through the laptop that I'll be bringing with. So if anything comes up and you guys need to reach me, it'll be through there. So all right. For now, though, let me go ahead and see if there's anybody we can throw you guys towards a stream. Okay, here we go. Raid channel. Chaotic Chan is playing Once Human. Let me go ahead and throw you guys towards her way. Okay, gonna start the raid right now. Okay, well, so again, I usually don't stream on Tuesdays, but tomorrow will be an exception. I will start the stream at around about 4 or 6. Just keep an eye open for announcements. I hope to see you guys there. And all right, yeah, looks like we're ready. Okay, you guys take care of yourselves. Have a great night, and I will see you guys next time.